Hey ho, off we go.
Come on then, Pops.
It'll be a marathon for Poppy.
Yeah, come on.
I'm a doctor, I'm registered with General Medical Council. I'm an acupuncturist, I run a complementary health clinic. I've done so for the last 15 years and I live in a cottage just down there on Dartmoor. I mountain bike regularly and I'm a fit and happy chap. But I'm not very happy because I've discovered things that are going on that we are being deceived about. And not just some of the sort of petty little deceptions that have been revealed in the recent mainstream media that distract us for a while, but deceptions at a depth that leaves you absolutely speechless when you begin to actually reveal how deep this conspiracy goes. So I've come to stand as an independent MP and stand on the issue of truth because I do firmly believe we're being lied to, and I firmly believe we're being lied to because what they're covering up is that they are breaking fundamental principles of government. Now these fundamental principles I'm going to put before you today as my manifesto and offer people the chance to consider these four things basically. Thank you everybody. My name is Dr. Stephen Hopwood. I run the Arcturus Clinic in Totnes. I've done that for the last 15 years. Standing as an independent MP here, basically because I don't really believe that any of the other candidates exactly know what's going on. So I've decided to stand and what I consider speak the truth. Now, I am proposing four fundamental principles of government that I consider to be common sense, that I believe none of the major parties are actually standing for. So the first fundamental principle of government is that you do not give away the money supply. So we talked about resolving our financial crisis in 3 minutes. I think I can actually do that. And I'd like to point reference to JFK, who, before he was assassinated, signed a presidential decree that enabled the American government to issue its own currency, interest-free and debt-free. Now, I believe that to be the solution to our global financial crisis because currently 95% of all money that is issued into circulation, i.e. new money, is done so by private banks. The Federal Reserve is a private bank. And when you take out a mortgage or a credit card or whatever the money that you borrow, that money isn't actually borrowed, it's created at a fractional reserve ratio of 9 to 1, and the banks are issuing money out of thin air. Now this is a fundamental principle of government that I consider to be completely severed, and I have DVDs here that I'd like everybody to take, and I'd like you to seriously consider this as a principle. The other principle that has been trashed is that you, as a government, should not give your country away. Now, Labour, Conservative, Liberal Democrats have all advocated, and the Greens, that we go into Europe. They've dissolved our national sovereignty, and this is absolutely unforgivable, basically. The third fundamental principle of government is that you shouldn't go to war on the basis of a lie, or continue to murder people in a foreign country and steal all their resources when it is absolutely illegal. Now, the first thing that made me stand up to this is understanding that 9/11 is in fact an inside job. Now that might come quite shocking to a lot of people. Again, I have some comprehensive, evidentially based information that will substantiate that as fact. Now that upsets me that we are spending billions on a war. It upsets me that we are murdering millions, and it upsets me that we are responsible for many millions of refugees. Now, if you have any heart, then I consider it very important to have a look at the fundamental root cause of our wars and our current global situation, which indeed is 9/11. And the fourth fundamental principle that has been completely trashed is the media monopoly, basically. We have a media monopoly and nobody seems to be concerned about that. So these are the principles, and I challenge all of these candidates if they can actually debate these as principles. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. These four issues. Where's she gone? Yeah, it's like the thou shalt not of government, basically. And, you know, as a group of people, 60 million, we were to sit down and think about these four things, then I'm sure it would be but common sense to adopt these fundamental principles of government. So I suppose I'm appealing to your common sense, and also our common sense that there is something definitely not quite right about what's going on, and that it really needn't be this way. So through uncovering the lies beneath their veil of truth, got some friends come to say hello here. Like Scott. I think they're interested in Kia more than anything else, as usual. Oh, they're so pretty. Come on, Papa!